Okay, tell me who you are.
Ashley Lee.
Ashley Lee, and what brings you out on this amazing Monday night in Columbia County?
I am here to listen about the data center and to hear people's concerns about the environmental concerns as well as what the good possibilities are that it's going to bring to the county.
Yeah. And what did you hear? What good possibilities did you hear?
I didn't hear anything. Actually, Commissioner Connie Malier did not respond to that. She just said that there would be a possibility of tax relief, property tax relief, and that was the only positive response, but that was only a potential. There is no other potential. From my understanding, there's only about a possibility of maybe 20 employees total. But there's a lot of environmental concerns that we don't have answers to yet, too.
Okay, so on your own personally, had you done any research about data centers? I mean, I feel like every day on social media we're seeing something about a data center, and all of a sudden, for me at least, it seems like here we are in the middle of it. And it's like, oh my gosh, Columbia County. And so I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I'm not so super informed about what all it takes to have a data center here. Did you feel like you got educated in that at all?
No. It's actually kind of like COVID popping up. It was like it came up out of the blue. What's COVID? AI came up, just last year maybe, and I was kind of like, what's AI? Everybody keeps talking about it. What's AI? What does that mean? And it's the same thing with data centers. Data centers seems to be that talking point now. Yeah. What's a data center? So I haven't done a ton of research. I've just seen a lot of information and I've read about that across the United States, whether it's here, South Carolina, Arizona, Virginia, wherever. And the environmental concerns are huge. Yeah. And there's not any positive benefit to the citizens. And I have yet to actually hear if there has been tax relief, property tax relief to any citizens across the United States. They keep saying, oh, there's a potential, but have anybody in any county across the United States actually received that? Because I have yet to hear that that's a factual statement.
Yeah. Now, did that heighten your curiosity? Because anytime, you're in some type of political meeting and you hear tax, normally the ears go up. So did that heighten your curiosity? And do you foresee there being a real benefit to that? I mean,
No. No, actually, my curiosity is probably more intrigued, and I think even more negatively about it because of the responses from the commissioners when they dance around the question to not provide a direct answer means they're hiding something. And so that makes me want to question even more. And it doesn't seem like all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. There's something missing, and they're not being honest with the Columbia County citizens.
Could it be that that maybe it's people are using this phrase, so I don't want to, again, put words in anyone's mouth, but I'm hearing the phrase, it's a done deal, and lots of times that's being said in anger, it seems, especially after this meeting tonight. Could it be that those things aren't being answered because maybe it's not a done deal? Is there hope for that within you?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't answer for them. I sure hope it's not a done deal, but it does seem like that because they specifically rezoned it for this before they let anybody know in the county. So it was like they were already moving forward regardless. It seems like their mind's made up, and they forget who they work for. They work for the citizens of Columbia County, and the citizens are sitting here. This is the second town hall saying, we don't want this. We have great concerns. And the commissioners are like, sorry, we're moving forward. They keep saying that it's not a done deal, but they don't seem to care what the citizens think. They're like, oh, it's still a positive thing, no matter what we think. Even though we're sitting here saying we have all these concerns, they're like, it's fine. look the other way.
Now, you have gone to other government type public meetings in the past, yes or no?
Yes, for the past 5 years.
Okay. Okay. Would you say that the general consensus of the people who were in that room, it was pretty good crowd. Would you say the general consensus is more of how you feel, or do you think there were varying opinions?
No, I think everybody in the room felt the same way that I did and not in support of it. There were maybe a couple in there that did have support. I know people that were in the room that are surrounded in the Columbia County government who are also in support. The District 1 commissioner that is running to replace Connie Malier said this is going to be the best thing that's ever happened in this county. And I think the residents of Columbia County have a right to be aware of that because the resounding majority in that room, including the town hall last week, do not support it.
Okay. And where do you go from here? As a concerned citizen, what's your next step?
I think it's continuing to stay on them and let them know our concerns because they have to listen to us. We vote for them and they say their oath of office is to listen and to be a voice for the Columbia County residents, and that doesn't seem to be happening.
Ashley, thank you so much for being a concerned citizen coming out tonight, and stay with it.